I really believe in making decisions based on feelings. Many believed I was nuts. Shelley Long was a popular American TV personality. As Diane Chambers in Cheers, she helped make the program a cultural phenomenon and became one of the best sitcom actors. At the height of her success, Shelley Long made a stunning choice. From Cheers, she left. Hollywood was shaken by the transfer, prompting speculations, discussions, and TV mystery. Why would a high-earning celebrity leave America's most successful show? Was she seeking fame or less stress? Most importantly, was it the right choice or the start of a downhill spiral? Shelley Long lost her stardom, her career stopped, and her personal life became increasingly chaotic. A broken marriage, declining career, and a severe psychiatric crisis led to frightening reports of an attempted suicide that made headlines. Shelley Long kept a low profile as her old colleagues thrived. She missed the 2024 Cheers reunion, leaving fans wondering where she was. Really, what happened? Shelley Long regrets leaving Cheers? Now where is she? Let's discover Shelley Long's whole story of drama, unexpected turns, and backstage secrets that never were revealed. She captivated Hollywood before disappearing in mystery. Middle-class Shelley Long was born in Indian Village, Fort Wayne, Indiana, on 8/23/1949. She was the only child of school teacher Iva Dean and rubber worker Leland Long. Her parents were educators, so she learned discipline and critical thinking early on. Shelley loved communication and performing early on. She loved performing and wanted to portray characters through voice and actions. She joined the speaking team in high school and excelled in the Indiana High School Forensic Association. Shelley Long won the National Forensic League Original Oratory Championship at 18 in 1967. This wasn't your typical competition. The best American orators competed in this distinguished arena. Shelley defeated formidable opponents with her keen eloquence and remarkable stage presence, displaying her ability to attract an audience, which would later help her acting career. Shelley attended Northwestern University, one of the nation's top theater schools, after graduating from Southside High School in Fort Wayne. After 2 years, she boldly dropped out. The reason? She learned that experience was more valuable than a degree. Shelley sought possibilities in the real world while her peers stayed in lecture rooms. She started her career examining student food menus in college, an unusual start for a TV personality. She soon moved to Chicago, a vibrant arts and theater city. Shelley Long's life changed with this decision. She began modeling in theater and minor television shows to get experience and explore the profession. With her inherent talent and determination, Shelley Long built a good acting career despite not coming from an industry background. Shelley Long made a name for herself in showbiz right after graduation. She jumped into work without waiting for openings, improving her acting talents and creating a unique persona. She hosted and authored scripts for Sorting It Out, a Chicago television show, which was a turning point in her career. This was more than a camera job. It showcased her inventiveness and showed she could do more than act. Her 3 regional Emmy Awards were a testament to her contributions to the show, especially for a newcomer. Shelley joined the Second City comedy troupe, which began the careers of many Hollywood comedians while working in television. Second City was not for cowards. Performers have to improvise comedy, free from scripts and lines. You either made the audience laugh or disappeared. Shelley held her own and rapidly became a sharp-witted comedy actor with excellent improvisation. As she gained fame, Hollywood noticed. Her breakout role in Jumpin' Jack Flash, an action comedy in 1986, may have pushed her to stardom. An unforeseen sequence of events altered everything. Last-minute replacement Whoopi Goldberg won an Oscar for Ghost 1996. Shelley nearly played Celeste in My Stepmother is an Alien 1088. 2 years later, she was replaced again by Academy Award-winning actress Kim Basinger. What happened? Why was Shelley Long often missing wonderful opportunities to break into film? Some sources say her humorous style wasn't appropriate for action comedies, and she didn't have the box office appeal of other stars. Others say Shelley had very high role selection standards. She only accepted projects if she believed in the script. Shelley Long kept believing despite missing out on Hollywood blockbusters twice. She was training for Diane Chambers in Cheers, a role that would change her life, when most performers in her circumstances might have given up or taken smaller roles. This turned her into a star and made her one of the most iconic television personas of the 1980s. However, success has unanticipated effects. In 1982, Shelley Long played Diane Chambers in Cheers, one of her most memorable roles. Many actresses auditioned, including Lisa Eichhorn and Julia Duffy. Unlike the other contenders, Shelley Long seemed unfazed. She was sure she had the part. On-screen chemistry between Diane and Sam Malone was ensured by pairing each actress with one of 3 Sam auditionees. Once Shelley was matched with Ted Danson, something amazing happened. Their energy captivated the production team and NBC executives. Cheers was built on the perfect contrast between intellectual, perfectionistic, and sometimes haughty Diane and freewheeling, charming Playboy Sam. Chemistry helped turn a hopeless TV show into a cultural phenomenon. Cheers was a failure. The first season placed last out of 77 TV shows. Such low ratings would normally result in cancellation. However, NBC saw the show's potential and gambled. The choice was right. Cheers eventually found its audience and became one of the finest sitcoms. No one disputes Shelley Long's contribution to that accomplishment. Her exceptional performance garnered her an Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actress in 1983, 5 Emmy nominations, and 2 Golden Globes. At her height, she earned $450,000 per episode, a huge sum for the 1980s. The show's success wasn't random. It was a flawless formula. Sharp writing, complex characters, and a connecting setting. Cheers' dialogue was smart and funny, designed for fast-pacing, funny character dialogue. In a quaint Boston bar, strangers became family in Cheers, unlike other sitcoms about families or businesses. Where Everyone Knows Your Name wasn't simply the show's theme song's opening lyric. Like Cheers, it was a place where everyone felt welcome. Audiences loved Cheers most for its remarkable group of characters, each unique but effortlessly blended. Charming bar owner Sam Malone has a difficult history. Diane Chambers, the snobby waitress, often spars with Sam. Carla Tortelli, the fiery waitress with a propensity for brutal yet amusing comments. The renowned bar regular Norm Peterson was always greeted with a Norm when he entered. The know-it-all mailman Cliff Clavin philosophized about everything, whether asked or not. These unique personalities made Cheers more than a sitcom. This cultural icon featured characters who lived on after the series ended. Its most memorable moments cemented its place in television history. The simple yet iconic standard greeting symbolized friendship and belonging. One of TV's most famous love stories, Sam and Diane's tempestuous relationship oscillated between love and hatred, passion and strife. Cliff's immensely intellectual yet incoherent speeches, frequently confusing, made the show funny. Of course, the touching last scene when Sam Malone quietly turned off the bar lights and locked the door ended an 11-year adventure that enthralled approximately 1,000,000,000 spectators. Shelley Long was crucial to this success. She played Diane Chambers, a rare sitcom character and Sam's humorous foil, a brilliant, witty woman who spoke her mind yet was imperfect and emotionally weak. Shelley Long startled Hollywood by leaving Cheers after 5 seasons at the height of her fame. Her departure shocked admirers and sparked curiosity. Why would a top star leave America's most popular show? What really happened behind Cheers? The decision's true motives were revealed years later. Shelley Long played and was Diane Chambers. Unlike other sitcom actresses, she became so engrossed in the role that it was hard to tell them apart. Diane seeing Sam kiss Carla was a pivotal moment. The crew was shocked when Shelley Long cried during a planned moment. She wasn't acting. She was devastated, as Diane would have been. Outside of her deep acting style, Shelley Long was a perfectionist who fought with authors to keep Diane's character authentic to herself. This sometimes caused set tension. Ted Danson later revealed that he never criticized Shelley despite their conflicts while filming. The constant discourse, character interpretation, and performance direction debates sometimes caused tension behind the scenes. Not simply Ted Danson. Frasier Crane, actor Kelsey Grammer, reveals in his memoir that Shelley Long initially wanted Frasier erased from the program. However, that never happened. The story continued with personal issues. Shelley Long departed Cheers due to script direction. Cheers' main plotline from the start was whether Sam and Diane's volatile connection would become a romance. The producer's startling decision to bring them together too quickly reduced dramatic tension. From then on, writers struggled to engage viewers. They pondered marrying Sam and Diane and starting a family. This plot never materialized. Later, writer Ken Levine said Cheers may have ended quicker if Shelley Long hadn't gone. He believed Diane Chambers' departure changed the show, allowing Kirstie Alley to fill in for 6 more seasons. Shelley's decision was personal, not simply about the show. Besides backstage difficulties and creative standstill, Shelley Long was under intense job pressure. 14 to 16 hours a day, 5 days a week of filming exhausted her physically and mentally. Extreme stress and migraines plagued her. More crucially, her 1985-born daughter Juliana was growing up without her mother. She left Cheers to have children, not merely for her job. Hollywood dreams also played a role. Shelley Long believed she might succeed as a film actress like Mary Tyler Moore. She anticipated chances due to her fame. However, Hollywood has never been easy. Shelley Long's Cheers departure was risky. Show progressed. Kirstie Alley took over and kept Cheers a top sitcom. Shelley Long realized life after Cheers was harder than she expected. Her post-Cheers flicks failed to make her a Hollywood star. She had modest success in The Money Pit with Tom Hanks, Outrageous Fortune, and Hello Again, but never achieved her former heights. Shelley Long vanished from Hollywood as her former co-stars Ted Danson and Kelsey Grammer thrived on television. She appeared in the Brady Bunch movie, Frasier, Boston Legal, and Modern Family, but none of these revived her career. Shelley Long missed Cheers' 30th anniversary. She disappeared again in 2024 when her former castmates reassembled for a large event. Shelley Long replied, "I have no regrets," years later when questioned about quitting Cheers. "I made the right choice for me then." Was that the right choice? Shelley Long was no longer a rising star after Cheers. She sank into oblivion, suffering personal losses worse than her career defeats. The most alarming disclosures came from her private life. Shelley Long had a brief, little-known first marriage before joining Cheers. She married Ken Solomon in the 1970s, but the relationship ended quietly. Although nothing is known about Shelley's first marriage, it was definitely brief. She focused on her profession until she found her lifetime spouse. Shelley Long married stockbroker Bruce Tyson in 1981 as a rising TV actress. Shelley appeared to have a secure marriage, unlike her Cheers character Diane Chambers, who struggled with love. Shelley could follow her artistic goals without financial problems because Bruce Tyson was her husband and financial support for nearly 2 decades. She said she left Cheers at the height of her career to spend more time with her family, a controversial decision. Their marriage was calm for years. Everything changed when Shelley Long left Cheers for a more difficult road. Her films failed to succeed and career failures began to weigh on her. Shelley's mental state deteriorated as she failed project after project, played roles that didn't matter, and faced the prospect of waning stardom. Her marriage began to collapse as her job grew unclear. The couple parted, conversations slowed, and their emotional distance grew. In February 2004, Shelley Long and Bruce Tyson divorced after 23 years. If leaving Cheers was her most controversial career decision, this divorce was her most traumatic personal. Not simply a long marriage ended. It plunged Shelley Long into her darkest moment. Hollywood received unexpected news months after the divorce. Critically ill Shelley Long was hospitalized. When Shelley Long was found after an apparent overdose in November 2004, newspapers ran with worrisome rumors. Lost her will to live? Public shock came from sensationalized media stories. Many accounts reported Shelley fell into profound melancholy after her divorce. She withdrew from friends and co-workers and practically disappeared from the public view after no longer attending large Hollywood gatherings. Some accounts said her mental breakdown caused her to seek solace in medication and that she overdosed out of desperation. Shelley Long's representative later denied the rumors, saying it was an accident. Overdosing on pain medication was not purposeful, as she experienced severe back pain for years. Whether an accident or not, the harm was done. The once revered star now made headlines for tragedies. Reality was unaffected. Shelley Long had changed. She had gone from being a successful actress to the focus of sad stories about her misfortunes and personal decline. Shelley Long left Cheers at its zenith, but her legacy in American sitcoms endures. Her portrayal of Diane Chambers is one of television's most famous characters and a model for female comedies. Diane didn't only support the male lead. Her charisma, intellect, and pride were unique. The contrast between Diane, the academic, haughty yet vulnerable woman, and Sam Malone, the carefree ladies' guy, generated one of TV's most iconic will they, won't they romances. Cheers thrived with Kirstie Alley's Rebecca Howe after Shelley Long's departure. The debate over whether Cheers was better with Diane or Rebecca continues today. This lengthy debate shows how much Diane Chambers affected listeners. Thus, no one could adequately replace her. Despite 6 more seasons of Cheers, Diane was unforgettable. Shelley Long returned in 1993 to conclude Diane's storyline, bringing 4,000,000 viewers, one of television's most watched finales. After Cheers, Shelley Long changed comedy women's roles. Before her, female roles in TV comedy were usually nice, naive, or exaggerated to foil male leads. That mold was broken by Diane Chambers. She wasn't scared to be smart, expressive, or herself. Her incisive wit, deepened by flaws and vulnerabilities, inspired a new generation of sophisticated, multi-dimensional female sitcom characters. Without Diane Chambers, Friends, Rachel Green, How I Met Your Mother's Lily Aldrin, and The Office and 30 Rock's many sharp-witted female leads may not exist. Shelley Long elevated sitcom acting standards and created an unforgettable character. Diane Chambers demanded linguistic refinement, physical comedy, and intellectual attractiveness. Diane was one of the most dynamic and fascinating sitcom characters ever due to Shelley's great timing, expressive facial gestures, and ability to blend humor with emotion. She earned an Emmy, 2 Golden Globes, and several nominations in 5 seasons for her reason. Diane Chambers remains one of the finest sitcom characters, according to television critics and industry professionals, 40 years after Cheers began. Ted Danson said in an interview that Shelley Long made Cheers successful. She departed the show at its peak, but she set the groundwork for its 10-year durability. Shelley Long may not have had a big film career, but she had a lasting impression on television. In sitcoms, Diane Chambers is more than a character. She changed how female characters were written and showcased the perfect balance of acting talent and psychological depth. That is Shelley Long's genuine legacy, still relevant today. Although Shelley Long is no longer famous in Hollywood, she still acts. She got a big break with the Brady Bunch movie in 1995 after several failed efforts. The picture surprised critics and grossed over $46 million, receiving Shelley excellent reviews. It didn't resurrect her Cheers days, but it won over a new generation of viewers. Shelley Long finally connected with younger audiences when she joined Modern Family from 2009 to 2018. She was funny and touching as Jay Pritchett's quirky mother, Dita Pritchett, played by Ed O'Neill. Despite starring in only 8 episodes, Shelley's comedic talent, which made Cheers successful, was remembered. Dee Dee's farewell in Contemporary Family was one of the show's most heartbreaking moments, as the Pritchett family remembered her effect. This event mirrored Shelley Long's career, a once brilliant name withering as Hollywood entered a new era. Shelley Long has almost disappeared from Hollywood save sporadic TV appearances. Movie premieres, nostalgic interviews, and significant award ceremonies are absent. Every time Cheers reunites for special events, Shelley Long is absent. Most of the show's iconic cast attended the show's 30th anniversary in 2024, except for her. Many wondered where Shelley Long was. Why is she so aloof from her previous co-workers? Shelley Long has appeared in candid Los Angeles street shots rather than red carpet events in recent years. The former sitcom queen now walks her dog and lives a normal life. Shelley Long appears like any other woman in her 70s without makeup or Hollywood outfits. Watching a former TV star wandering through the streets raises questions. Does Shelley Long regret? She left cheering at its zenith, but those years did not bring her the success she wanted. While former co-stars Ted Danson and Kelsey Grammer continue to succeed, Shelley Long has disappeared in silence, leaving the spotlight she once ruled. Has she found peace since leaving Cheers? Is Hollywood just abandoning her quietly? A lady who rose to the top of television but was eventually eclipsed by the entertainment business. Perhaps only Shelley Long knows the solution. Former sitcom queen Shelley Long had 5 Emmy nods, 2 Golden Globes, and a huge paycheck. However, her 1987 Cheers departure changed everything. She gradually left Hollywood's spotlight, choosing a peaceful existence for personal reasons. Shelley Long's legacy endures. Cheers is one of the finest sitcoms, and Diane Chambers is irreplaceable. If she had stayed, would her career be different? Was her journey predestined? Your thoughts on Shelley Long's choice. Your favorite Cheers moment? Would you rather have Sam and Diane or Rebecca? Is Cheers the best sitcom ever? Comment and discuss. Please subscribe to continue discovering Hollywood giants' interesting stories. See you next video.